Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Mourad, as always, and as you can see from my screen, we have Anavultus again, the homeboy. So we're just gonna start live streaming with the homeboy. That's all we gotta say. So Anavultus, you already know what to do, fam.
Hello, I'm Anavultus, and welcome back to another podcast, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess. So, we'll save the topic for either medium or last. Okay?
All right.
The anime theories. We gotta save the spicy memes for
Yeah.
either medium or last.
Yeah, can't get those pepes out too early.
Yeah, that is true, because we either save it when people get bored of our nonsense, or we save the best for last. Just like the Rick Astley memes. You always gotta save the best for last.
Yeah.
For now, let's just use our normal rambling nonsense.
Yeah, never gonna give those up. Okay.
Yeah.
So
that's because it's real.
Okay, so you thought that maybe the theories should go for the end. So what do you want to do now?
Here's the thing. I really ain't got no ideas because I just kind of roll with it, you know?
Yeah, roll with it.
This is why it's called a podcast with friends, because more often than not, we're just literally hanging out and trolling each other to the very end. The best kind of relationships.
Yeah. Get those trolls out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, let's just talk about anything and everything.
All right. So there's recently been a big buzz on YouTube about this new anime called Goblin Slayer.
Oh, that thing? Yeah, I've seen it, and I'm not interested.
Yeah. A lot of people got really upset at the artistic choices.
Of course.
Yeah.
You know, half of the time with these internet rages and arguments, you really gotta ask yourself, is it worth getting upset about, or you just have nothing better to do? Usually it's both.
Yeah, it is very frequently. People get upset about, well, they're looking for something to get upset about. They're maybe bored, maybe they're, because it's actually interesting because now that a lot of people got upset about it, that actually spread the news about the show more. So now more people are watching it, which is interesting.
Yeah, it's like the most ironic thing ever.
Yeah.
It's always funny. It's like one of those people, you know what's best thing about them? Is that they're smart and stupid in such a unique way that it always makes me laugh. You know why?
Why?
It's one of those people that are like your teachers. Let's give you an example of that. They say they know everything about the subject, right? But at the same time, they do everything wrong and say that they're doing it right to make it like complete backwards or 180, I guess. You know those people who say, I'm the most mature one in this conversation, so I'll not stoop to your level, yet he's the one nagging the whole time.
Yeah.
That kind of situation. And it happens like 90% of the time. It's really funny. Because you don't know if it's an act or if he really is that stupidly dumb, you know? Like, he really acts exactly like what he's criticizing the entire time.
Yeah, that's what a lot of us call hypocrisy.
Yeah, they're being all hypocrites.
Yeah.
And I'm not even sure if they know it or not. Like, half of the time they do know they're stupid and they're just trying to cover it up. The other half of the time, they really don't know what they're doing. They're just trolling and thinking that no one will call them out in their bullshit. Even though that's literally what they do to other people.
Yeah, I think the best...
Just like relationships in general. They hate you for doing something stupid, even though they're doing it behind your back the whole time.
Yeah, but I think there's a different kind of hypocrite as well. Especially nowadays in the trolling community, there's people that will intentionally be hypocritical in order to make other people angry at their hypocrisy.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. And that's a spicy meme if I ever saw one.
Yeah, that's the spiciest conversations ever.
Yeah. So, in other news, today, yesterday, I was actually testing some people for their rank advancement in martial arts. I was judging them as, I guess, a leader among them. I was judging them. And
that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's an interesting way to spend your weekend.
Yeah, well, it wasn't... It's one of those situations where someone comes up to you, says, "Oh, did you pass? Did I pass? Did I pass?" And then what I say is, "No, you failed. All right, ask me again, and I will cut your hands off." And there you go. Uh, no, I'm joking. I'm not that mean. I'm not that
I
mean.
wouldn't be surprised, really. Like
You,
half of them really do that. Half of the people that spectate, like trainees and martial arts students, usually do that just to troll them.
what? To troll some?
Like say you failed, ask me again, and I'll cut your hands off. Yeah, they actually do that sometimes.
Yeah, yeah, especially the cutting off the hands part. I think that part is the spiciest meme in that situation, if I ever saw one. All right.
Yeah,
Uh,
pretty much.
yeah. So what's been going on in on your side of the ocean?
Well, on my side of the ocean, it's actually been kind of quite interesting, really.
Yeah.
You see, lately I've been going to school because I've been like dodging that like an expert for 2 years,
Yeah.
and I got one of the most hilarious ones in in the city or countryside, I guess. It's basically programming school.
Oh. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah, it's kind of interesting, mainly because here's the thing about it. You use my technique called the last resort, and it's exactly what it sounds like. When you literally either say no, dodge, or don't go to every school in the country until you find the last one possible. For me, my specialty is language, like multilingual, same with the family. So because of that, I wanted to go to one that's multilingual. Thing is, none of them are multilingual. So I either dodged everyone that was normal, because let's be honest, normal school sucks half the time, or I literally backpedaled the crap out of the principals. You know what that means?
Could you explain?
Kind of like put them in a corner where you're a bit more mature than they think, so they can't blackmail you type of situation. They can't say, "Oh, we have the best degrees, the best classrooms, the best students. You will love it here." And I immediately call them out in their bullshit. So I basically backpedal them or put them in a corner where I either roast their entire school education or I tell them exactly how their backstabbing situation is going to work and how it won't work on me. So they either pussy out and say, okay, this isn't the school for you because it doesn't have multilingual, or I create one myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I forced them to make it multilingual. That's what I did with the programming school. They had French, and I was like, nope, not doing that. So they either gave me special permission, if you will, like to not have that on my tests. So it's like basically getting privileges, or they delete that from their school curriculum, and I managed to do that.
What? Wow.
It's not as hard as you think, really. You just gotta find the perfect target. My God, this is funny. Uh,
Holy cannoli.
well, you
Wow.
can't say those assassinations classes I took on YouTube were not like put to waste, you know? Yeah, I basically backpedaled my teachers into doing that. So yeah, that's how you ace your exams, kids.
Yeah.
Always troll your presidents. Basically, I did this. I told them one of two things. Either A, I'm going to take your school if you do it my way, or B, I'm going to fuck off, not go to school, get no diploma, get homeless, and it's all your fault. And they literally cried. Well, not really, but like, they're like, shit, we got no choice now. So it's like, okay, we'll give you the special privileges. And basically, here's what I did. Because it's programming school, right? I didn't want to force their hand so they won't back out. So I oversimplified it to the max for them. So just like I guess what the hell do you call it? Just like a deal with a gangster or something. You kind of make it so they can't refuse, and they also get all the benefits. So that way, there's nothing wrong. You know, there's no sketchy deal. You lay it out straight. So what I told them is this: because it's programming school and you use computers for everything, just switch to the languages for me, and if you can, then I'll just switch it for you on your database. And I legit did that. And they're like, okay, as long as you can do that, fuck it. You can have all the privileges you want. So that's what I did. I switched the whole programming class in English, and now you know who gets all the perfect scores.
You?
Yeah, drop the mic.
Yeah,
The
drop it.
situation. Yep. Yeah, that's literally how I did it.
Yeah, drop it.
Basically, I legit got rid of that for the curriculum. Either I got rid of it like completely, or it doesn't matter for the final grade. Because you already know with these situations, half of the time attendance is not mandatory. Because let's be honest, just like online school, you don't need to be there for that shit. And two, with the tests being in different languages and counting for 50% of your score, if you can switch it up to be on your side, you literally got 50% perfect scoring without even going to class. And that is how you checkmate the schooling system.
Yeah.
yeah,
Checkmate.
yeah, checkmate. That's literally all I gotta say.
Speaking about
Perfect plan.
checkmate, do you actually play chess?
No, but I play a different kind of chess.
A different kind of chess.
Yeah.
Oh,
Basically, I
what's
don't
that?
play the board chess like the chess game. I play checkmate. Like a strategy war type of situation. You know, you're
I
double
don't know.
guessing. Okay, strategy games. You know what strategy games are?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll make that, but make it like World War II, where you're the general, you control the soldiers, and any move kills you and you lose the war. Except switch that with social studies and school system, and you got my game.
Yeah.
And that's how I win.
Yeah, they were busy playing checkers while you were playing chess. Yeah. You really
Yeah,
outgamed them.
yeah. It's because all you gotta do is act normal as fuck, and you win. By
Okay.
normal, I mean act as a normal student, not like the ultimate badass that you actually are. So they immediately assume you're a normal student. They try to backstab you. You call bullshit. And then you kind of like, hey, I got all of your blackmail material right here. I can just show that to the president and you're all fucked. So either do it my way or you're fucked. So that's what I did. And they immediately lost. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's literally all you got to do.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. It's one of those situations where it's very luck based and based on your skill. Because half of the time it's legit, just like chess. It's a game of luck and gambling half the time. You don't know if they back down. That's why you get the backup plan. What was the backup plan? Offer to literally change their database for them for free without questions asked. And that's how I backpedaled the crap out of them to win. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
otherwise, they'll be like, okay, why would we switch the whole school system just for your sorry ass? It's not like you're a celebrity yet. You can't promise us shit. I was like, okay, I can't promise you money, but I can't promise you technology, my nigga. And then it's like, okay, we can use him. You know what I mean? When in reality, I'm using them more than they think. So that's how you backpedal it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really not that hard. You just gotta know what you're doing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yep. It's one of the skills you pick up when you do YouTube for a long time. Not actually making content, but watching all of the content itself from the inside, I guess.
So, what type of content on YouTube is your kind of content?
Let's see, just about everything really. Because to be honest, YouTube became less of an entertainment industry and more like a gigantic database. Think the dark web, except not illegal. So you can literally learn anything on here. So I
Yeah.
literally just do that half the time. Learn new skills and techniques. Anything that has to do with the brain and thinking power, I learn it. Because I can't do much physically because it's disabled. So I learn everything mentally. This is why I play Checkmate, or my version is more advanced. It's all about thinking and over thinking your opponent, I guess.
Yeah, you really gotta think hard, outthink, put your thinking cap on, think in, think out, think up and down.
Yeah, and of course, you gotta have the slick backup plans and escape routes.
Yeah, I always have a plan.
Same
Always.
here. I got like 50 every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Because for me, it's like Conqueror's hockey in One Piece. You always like see what the perspective is before it happens, so you always got like a plan to counter it. And just in case they too OP, you always got the backup plan. What was my backup plan, or I guess escape route? Say, okay, I can't do this. I'll come back next month, and I got a whole new backup plan ready. Just in case the first one fails. Give yourself some time to overdo it and do another checkmate, I guess.
Yep.
Yep, the first round is either the best or the most. Like for in general, like in chess, the first round, or I guess in my version, It's either the one you use the most power on to win, or the one that gets the most experience out of it, like the battlefield, the type of opponent, the strategy they use, the kind of components they have. Like for me, or I guess in that situation, it was the principal, the students, what kind of database they got, what kind of school they got, what was the curriculum, and stuff like that. That's what I learned during the first round. If I didn't win that battle, I would have just been like pussied out. Okay, I'm still on vacation, so I'll see you in 2 days. And then would have like did a backup plan based on all the information I gathered, so I can beat him twice as hard. You know?
Yeah. So, how do you think PewDiePie would react to your plan?
What do you mean react to my plan? Like if I had a duel with him?
Yeah, if you had a duel with PewDiePie, who would win?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah, because I've never fought a big YouTuber before. I know some information and some secret techniques, but just like I said, the first battle is either the one where I draw my trap card, Yu-Gi-Oh reference, where
Yeah.
I'm like, I come out of nowhere and it's like barely got 2 views. Now all of a sudden he can beat a guy with 3 trillion, like that kind of surprise attack. Or I fight him on a fair and fair duel, but don't attack. Just like observe. You know what I mean? See how his fans will react. See what kind of what the influence he got and stuff like that before backing out and going for round two a while later. But considering I haven't dueled or got, I don't know, think Logan Paul versus whatever that guy named, the boxing match. That kind of situation. I never went head on head with another YouTuber. So until then, I don't know how the battlefield is yet.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was Logan Paul against the comedy shorts
KSI?
gamer.
I thought it was KSI.
Oh no, don't worry, it's the same person.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
don't know what the hell they've been doing.
Yeah,
But yeah, like it depends because experience really is the deciding factor half the time. Because the whole point of preparation is that you know what you're doing. But if you don't know your opponent, then just like how I can easily use a surprise attack against him, he can do the same. I mean, he can literally delete me in 2 seconds just by influence alone. See, you know what I mean? So I gotta learn how to fight against that. But first, I gotta experience it.
yeah, and I have that sort of similar experience too when I do sparring with martial arts. I encounter someone and I see what types of move they do, what their strategy is, what their strengths and weaknesses are, and then I immediately make a quick plan on how to entirely circumvent that and get a clean hit in, and that's how you
Yeah.
win a fight.
Yeah, that's true. That's kind of one of the basic plans. One
Yeah.
of the more classic ones. The ones that work on like 90% of the opponents and are easy enough to master and learn. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But just like in chess, if that's such a common technique, then you always got to make sure that your opponent either does not know that technique or can defend against it, because otherwise he'll see it coming. Just like observation hockey, it destroys the game.
Yeah, or that one time I managed to pull off an opening attack that was so powerful, so bold that my opponent got so spooked that he fell down and claimed that I hit him even though I hadn't.
Yep, he got intimidated.
Yeah,
This is why you gotta keep that mind focused. You know what I'm saying? You can't be intimidated.
yeah,
Just like Conqueror's hockey. If you can stay straight, not have a fear of death, and win your heart out, I guess fight your heart out and not be afraid of losing, then you wouldn't be in that situation, where you fall and then blame it on the other guy. Because that's their knee-jerk reaction half the time.
yeah. Don't jerk those knees.
Yep. Just like they say, the loudest people are the biggest bitches. That's
Yep.
all you gotta know.
But if someone gets too close to me in a fight, I will jerk my knee, and that will hit really hard. It's not comfortable to get hit by a close range knee strike, but yeah, sometimes that's necessary because I do taekwondo where to have a good fight you have to punch and kick.
Yeah,
in order
like
to get a
it's
good score.
balance of the body. You can't always specialize in just one. I
And
gotta use the whole body.
and then there's some people that almost do it like they're boxing, which they're not supposed to. So when that kind of person's gets too close because I've got very long legs, so I can't kick at too close a range. If someone comes in and constantly jams me at close range, I will just ram them with my knee because I got to do something. I got to get that distance.
Yeah, you gotta get that distance, just like
Yeah.
in Dark Souls. You gotta keep your distance, learn the move set,
Yeah, it's all about
analyze the pattern, then
yeah, the
get your
pattern.
ass beat. You know,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
like in real fights. To be a pro, you gotta get your ass beat first, multiple times, to learn how to endure the fighting. It's funny. Every time I talk to a guy about how to fight and the way of fighting, they always have the same kind of reaction. They say you're halfway there, and I find that quite interesting.
And in what way do they say you're halfway there?
Well, for me, I'm one of those people who know all the kind of like fighting, and not necessarily in Taekwondo, but like know all the kind of strategies and fighting techniques and stuff like that, like mental things, like when it comes to memorizing patterns, learning fighting techniques and stuff like that. I know all of them, but at the same time, I've never fought someone ever, like in a fight at all. So they
Yeah.
always have the same reaction. A guy is like halfway there, where he's really good at mental fighting, but not physically fighting because he hasn't done it yet. But at the same time, they wouldn't be surprised if all it took me was 1 year to be a master in any martial art I choose. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
Because half of the time with fighting, or I guess training to become a decent fighter, it's just learning the techniques. So if you already know how to use them, then you just need to practice.
Yeah, that's where it really that's the vast majority of skill in martial arts is entirely based on how much you've practiced. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like all I'm missing is the practice, which is actually why I'm actually gonna if I get enough time, money, and well, good luck, I guess. I'll actually go and do that. Not learn martial arts in general, but go do that type of situation. The closest thing to the situation is I don't know what the hell do you call it? Kung fu training? Something. The Japanese movies where one guy goes trains with a master in the mountains for 1 year,
Yeah.
like that situation. That's what I'm gonna do because for now, the thing I'm trying to do is kind of minimize the disability. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to make it so that it doesn't have an effect. Because half of the time with disabilities, it affects the way you can train and the way you can learn. Because more often than not, some simple stuff that people can learn normally, you can't just because that thing restricts to you.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get rid of that so that way I can have normal training. Because otherwise, even if I go to a master, a kung fu master, or a martial arts master, he won't be able to train me half as good because I can't perform half the moves. And he can't just like train me to use them because they're like physically impossible half the time.
Yeah, I once trained with a guy who only had one arm, and he was actually kind of good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta overwork it, overdo it, like overcompensate for the lack of arm. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
again, it's all about the practice and the hard work and dedication that you put into it.
Yeah, this is why I said I need time, money, and luck. Time is, of course, to train because I'm gonna literally do the training method of working without stopping.
Yeah.
And I need money to make it there, because I'm specifically looking for a martial arts master, not necessarily just any random Taekwondo teacher. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Because I need special training, not normal training. Because with normal training, they'll do that thing where they like take it easy on you just because you're that. I don't want that. I want him to beat my ass on purpose because that's how you learn it. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
like real fights, you got to get your ass beat first to learn how to do it. You can't just learn it without being in a fight first.
Yeah, I'll beat
And
you.
third, what?
I'll beat you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like, let's do some sparring matches if we get here one day. I don't know.
Yeah, most people are afraid to spar me, but yeah.
Now I want to actually
Yeah.
because it gives me experience. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
you gotta have a hard fight sometimes in order to get better.
Yeah, and I got no problem getting my ass kicked or kicking another person's ass. All I gotta know is two things. One, you put your all into it, and 2, you don't kill your opponent. That's all good. Breaking his arm, perfect. Hey, that'll just give me like 3 months to train, and then the arm will be better than before, so I can kick your ass the second round. So,
Well,
no regrets.
well, to be fair, it actually takes a little bit more skill to move quickly and attack an opponent quickly without injuring an opponent.
Yeah, true. That's why you go with the professional sparring. You can't just go with anyone sparring, That's why I
Yeah,
said you, because I know you're a professional at least. You got the mindset at least. I don't know
yeah,
about skill because I haven't seen you fight, but I'm pretty sure if you show up here, you'll probably kick my ass in 3 minutes. Ah, people outside always got a nag. Oh, yeah, and luck. By that, I mean the kind of training methods.
yeah. Training methods.
Because half of the time, normal training methods won't work on me, so I need specific training methods. Either the ones you see in movies where it's like completely absurd way of training, but somehow makes you twice as strong out of nowhere, or specific ones altered to be my kind of training, Ones that either strengthen the thing I'm disabled at or focus on the thing I'm not disabled at. One or the other.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm training for 2 straight years without even taking a break. Like literally 2 straight years.
Two
And after I
straight
come back,
years.
yeah,
Holy
I got
cannoli.
no problem. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about me. When you got the correct mindset and the correct kind of, let's just say monk kind of dedication and patience, then yeah, you can do it easily in here. Because half of the time, a lot of the stuff we teach here, kids, students, people in Muslim, is just patience, understanding, and kind of faith in yourself and your religion. So if I put that kind of faith in my training, then yeah, I'll kick everybody's ass after I come back. That's
Yeah.
all you gotta say. Because that's like real, you know what I'm saying? Like that's really how it would be like half the time. If you put in dedication, there's nothing stopping you. The only
Yeah.
thing that can stop me is someone who did the exact same thing but for longer periods of time. That's all.
Yeah. And of course, there's different types of martial arts that focus on different strengths.
True. This is why you go with the master who knows either all of them or a specific one that he can teach you.
Yeah.
Because more often than not, I'm going to do the Ryu situation from Street Fighter, where I either train for 50 years or train just enough to learn the basics and then either do the normal training on the adventure, on the way to other masters. Because let's be honest, I'm pretty sure most masters know each other, so I'll just find one, teach me Kung Fu, go to the next one, teach me Taekwondo, why not?
Yeah.
And you already know I got the time because, can't stay disabled forever.
Yeah. I think a really good one is Ryukyu Kenpo, which is one that I've learned to some extent, although I'm not ranked in it. It focuses more on grappling rather than hitting attacks, although those do exist in there as well. But it's a type of martial art that a lot of people can still be very good at, even at an old age.
Oh, that. I think I might know which type you're talking about. That actually is one of my priority list ones to learn.
Yeah.
Because usually that's kind of the weakness I got, thanks to disability. I have low mobility, so you can easily grapple me, I guess. So that's the things I either gotta learn to counter by having them use it on me, or me learn it so I can dodge it, you know what I mean? Because half of the techniques, if you learn them yourself, you can learn their weaknesses and how to dodge people who use them the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what else? What other topics you got? Hit me with anything you got, because just like fighting, I got determination and craziness up the ass when it comes to this stuff.
All right. So, one topic that you were and I were thinking about talking about would be the topic of some theories regarding various anime.
Oh yeah, so we're breaking it in the middle
Yeah.
on half an hour mark. Perfect. All right, let's go.
All right. So, there are very many unique characters in anime. And I would say, what is some anime that you're interested right now in?
I just go with the classics, trying to finish that One Piece, that
One Piece?
Naruto, and that Bleach. You don't gotta finish
One
those
Piece,
main three.
Naruto, Bleach. So, Do you know Full Metal Alchemist?
Yeah, I know. I've watched both series,
Yeah.
though I didn't exactly theorize about them because it's one of those series which are small enough that you can just like spam in 2 days, interesting enough to keep you watching the whole time, and like not long enough or have a rabid fan base that you can't like interact with it, like theorize yourself. You know what I'm saying about
Yeah.
half of what's going on. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I guess they do explain most things very well, so it's not much room for theorizing. But how would you say the alchemists in Full Metal Alchemist would face off against the ninjas in Naruto?
I mean, pretty good to be honest.
Pretty good.
They're not that bad because a lot of them are kind of like earthbenders anyway, when they can create stuff from the ground itself half the time. So yeah, they'll be pretty good. They know a decent amount of taijutsu, so they're pretty decent against something like Lee or his master.
Uh,
So yeah,
I don't know about Might Guy, but
yeah. I mean,
yeah,
they'll probably get their asses kicked just like Madara did, but you get the idea.
yeah, I know what you're saying. But I think that one thing that is interesting about Naruto is that by power scaling and by feats, we know that a lot of the characters are really fast.
Yeah, they can flash step just like people in Bleach and One Piece. So yeah.
Yeah, and I don't really see that as much in Full Metal Alchemist.
True, but if your reaction time is strong enough, you can cancel people's speed, just like with the observation hockey in One Piece. It doesn't matter how fast a person is. If you can see their moves before they do it, then you can pretty much block anything. You just need a good enough reaction time to react to the move. So
Yeah,
yeah,
but I don't think that they'd be fast enough to counter the speed of, let's say, a Jonin level ninja.
true. I mean, if you put them against anyone we've seen so far in the main cast, yeah, they're pretty much dead. But still, you gotta at least put up a decent fight.
Yeah, I
I,
think they'd do a decent
I,
fight against
Also, it
the
depends
lower
on which
level.
type. Are we talking Naruto Shippuden or just the original? Because if it's the original, then it's a pretty fair fight. If it's after that, then yeah, they're just dead on impact.
Yeah, and that's not even talking about the Kage level fighters or the Biju, the tailed beasts.
Yeah, I know which ones.
Yeah,
They barely got screen time, I'm telling you.
yeah, but they're so
Gotta focus
powerful
on
though. Yeah,
Naruto. Can't focus on anyone else. That's kind of the good and sad part about anime half the time. Gotta
yeah.
get that main cast.
But I think Madara would solo
All of them, yeah.
all of Full
Yeah.
Metal Alchemist.
I mean, he literally soloed all of the Kage. Like, at that point, you gotta ask, who the hell's getting their ass beat worse? Them or the Kage?
Yeah, he
Because
soloed the five Kage, and he didn't just solo them. He was playing around soloing them. He wasn't
yeah,
even fighting
that's when you
seriously.
know, nigga. That's when you know the guy's a beast. He's not even using 10% power.
Yeah, and where he intentionally lets them hit him just to see how well his regeneration is.
Yeah, you gotta play around with techniques you haven't used yet.
Yeah,
Because otherwise, it's just a boring fight. He literally fights like I do. When it comes to the chess game I play half the time, I literally purposely weaken myself just to see what my opponent does. Because just like experience, when you got enough of it and fast enough information gathering techniques, then yeah, you can OP the out of anyone in my city. So half of the time, I weaken myself just to do that. It really is fun.
yeah,
Also, the faces are priceless like nothing else.
yeah. The faces are quite priceless.
Yes. But sadly, only half of them get memed, the other half don't.
Yeah, and those memes, they will always remain dreams, unfortunately.
Ah, yes.
Indeed. So I would say that the higher
Uh,
level fighters of
can you hold up a second?
all right, hold up.
These people are like playing a seance over here. What the hell? Never mind, screw it. Let's get back. We're back.
All right, we're back.
Listen,
The
if you get annoyed by background music or my background sounds at this point, it's your fault, not mine. These people just never shut up no matter how much I say it.
Yeah. So I would say that when you compare the top level fighters of Naruto and the top level fighters of uh, Full Metal Alchemist, either series, I would say that Naruto definitely trumps them.
I mean, it's kind of obvious when you think of about just fighting techniques. This is why you gotta ask yourself: do the explanations do him justice or not? Because half of the time, stuff ain't explained so well, so you kind of just like with the Super Saiyan crap, you kind of don't know. You know what I mean? The whole situation with Krillin versus Super Saiyan Blue Goku, you don't know. Like, is he holding back? Is he not? Is this nigga broken? Just like in video game logic, you know. This is why calculating is important and why I like the programming class. You gotta program it correctly.
Yeah,
I'm talking about video games. So it's like, if you don't code it correctly, then it just gets broken, just like how you nerf half the crap in Fortnite, you know?
yeah. So speaking about Dragon Ball, I I have to say that there's something that I think is very widely accepted among the community regarding a certain power scaling that I think is not entirely correct. And that is the idea that when you've got the Potara earrings, if you know what I'm talking about,
Yeah, I know.
and
You were
and
talking
they
about
and
that Vegeta.
yeah, and you get the fusion, the Vegito fusion, that it's the power level of, let's say, Goku times Vegeta.
Yeah, I know. You're talking about the kind of the difference between that and fusion. So it's like, because half of the time you really got to think about it. Does doing that fuse the power or does it double each of theirs? Because that's an interesting way. Because when you say it like that, there can be multiple possibilities. They can either fuse their power level, borrow each other's power, combine their power, or like just like Super Saiyan 3, put times seven each of theirs individually and then combine it later. So it's like a stew type of situation. You can mix it any way you want, but it's still gonna have to need explaining and a lot of saltiness to get rid of the fans, you know?
All right. So the problem that the big controversy here that I will be creating here is I'm going to say that Gogeta's power level cannot be the power level of Goku times Vegeta. I mean, not Gogeta, I mean Vegito. Vegito's power level cannot be the power level of Goku and Vegeta multiplied. And the reason I think that is, it is to think about this simply. If you say that, that's like saying that, of course, Vegito's power level is equal to that of Vegeta's power level if Goku had a power level of 1. And if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know.
So it's Goku times Vegeta. And the problem with that is that the power scaling doesn't work when you then look at Buu, Super Buu to be exact. Because then that would imply with Super Buu that Super Buu was holding back really hard while fighting, I think he was fighting Goku. Because it would imply that Super Buu's power level is perhaps millions of times higher than Goku's power level, which at that point the power scaling doesn't measure up.
Yeah, this is why power levels are bullshit.
Because, well,
because ever since it's over 9,000 became a thing, everybody died on the inside,
well,
including me.
I don't think
Because
that.
then the numbers just don't add up when you try to use math.
Well, I don't think that the power levels are garbage. It's just that we
No, they
don't.
aren't garbage. It's just when you try to put them in a real life situation or calculate them in any way, yeah, you just get like, fuck no.
I'm just saying that
Because half of the time, they don't care about the power levels.
the calculation for the power level is not consistent. By that I mean there needs to be some other factor in the equation that we don't know about in order for it to
Yeah, I
make
know what
sense.
you mean.
Because it
Yeah, I know
can't
what you
just be Goku times Vegeta, because that would imply that Buu was holding back really hard, which, although he may have been holding back somewhat, he certainly wasn't holding back a tiny bit. By that I mean Boo wasn't holding back to the point where he was to the point that Vegeta would be holding back if he were fighting just some random person on the street.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Yeah, and that's what you would have to believe if you believe that the power level is a direct multiplier, which it cannot be because of this.
Actually, this actually makes perfect sense to a segue I'm going to do.
All right,
this
segue.
This is actually why I love Hunter x Hunter so much. Their Nen explanations are perfect at this point. Like, they make it so detailed, yet so mathematical that it makes perfect sense if you try to combine powers. Think of the volleyball match with Gohan. No, not wrong
Gohan.
person.
What?
Yeah, wrong person. I fucked that one up. Think Gon. Yeah, see the name in Japanese.
Yeah, on Greed Island, the volleyball match.
The volleyball match. Yeah, when Hisoka.
Well, it wasn't volleyball. It was a dodgeball. What? Yeah, I think it was a dodgeball.
Damn it, I'm getting confused myself. Yeah, dodgeball, the best sport in high schools.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they kind of like, in a way, combine their techniques and power, but not necessarily. That's actually a perfect way to combine power without it getting confusing, you know? They just back each other up. They don't multiply each other's power. So that's an interesting way, you know? That's why I like their power scaling and the way they explain their powers. It's pretty decent.
Yeah, because they have a different set of powers, and each of them is has certain levels of skill in each different power. So the power scaling is not a direct power scaling, although there are characters who are obviously stronger than other characters. But
yeah.
But there's a lot more factors in the power scaling, which gives it the possibility of having people whose powers hard counter somebody else's powers, which I think is very interesting in a fight.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Anything else?
Any other theories regarding that? So I put out my theory regarding how the multiplier isn't accurate, and
yeah. For me, I don't really got that much theorizing. I mean, most of it is just like, what do I call it? I call it theorizing about the show itself rather than the concept, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of like in Death Note. While half of them were really just realizing who would win in the end without seeing the finale first, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Half of the fun was just realizing the kind of game. Actually, funny thing is, that's actually a perfect segue to my way of battling people in real life. That's it's really accurate to Death Note's version. Like, that's how I used the fighting techniques that I did with the high school. I meant the programming school. That's how I fight people in real life, like mentally, just like in Death Note. Except the difference is it's not a death game. Well, it is a death game, but no one dies. They just get destroyed. There's the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty interesting way to fight, and actually, it intrigued me to start learning how to fight that kind of specific way without it being too obvious. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Because half of the time, it's just like being a con artist. You can't let it slip, but at the same time, you can't just not use it. So, you know.
Yeah.
Actually, I've developed two very specific techniques using that method of fighting people.
Ooh, what are those?
They're connected to acting techniques.
All right.
See, the first was what I like to call the bullshit meter. And it's actually a very accurate name because with it, I can tell from a person's point of view, way of thinking, way of moving, and way of reacting to my words to realize whether or not they're acting or they're bullshitting half the time. Sadly, it doesn't work as well with YouTube comments, but hey, it works well enough in real life, so I'm good. With it, I'm always able to guess my opponent's motives, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean, yeah.
That's how I was able to tell that most of those schools were trying to backstab me. Because a lot of these situations that are, by the way, like the most realist shit I found out, is that half of the people aren't stupid. They, like my family, for example. They know they're getting conned, but unlike me, where I still got some choices and I know what to do, and also I have this thing called not giving a fuck. For them, they kind of can't fight back in a way where it's like the school system is broken, the job system is bullshit, but at the same time they can't change it, unlike me. So they kind of either have to roll with it or just use their con artist techniques somewhere else.
Yeah, I'd just like to inform you that there is indeed somebody watching the stream, but I'm
Oh,
not.
yes.
Yeah,
Yes, comment down below. Do you know any of these techniques? Because I love
yeah.
interacting with people.
Any spicy memes, any cool theories? We're happy to hear
Yes.
those. So
Yes,
anyway,
because we always love the Pepe memes
yeah,
and the Rick
Pepe,
Astley memes.
Rick Astley, Pepe, Dat Boy. Oh boy,
Yes.
that's a good one. A real classic, like Snow Dogs. Don't want to know about those, but a real classic.
Wait, hold up. What are those? They sound cute. I want to know. What are those?
All right, all right, all right. A snow dog
Yeah,
is okay. Okay, you're not gonna like this. I
go
certainly hope
ahead.
you're not gonna like this. It's a poop. Okay, that
Yeah.
has cocaine on it
Wait, why is that called a snow dog, though? Like,
because it looks like uh, there's snow on it because that's cocaine is a white color.
no, I know the snow thing, but like, why the dog, though? Like, what does that have to do with dogs?
Well, I guess it's I guess comparing it to maybe a hot dog.
Okay, that sounds reasonable.
Yeah.
Okay, that you saved it. I was disappointed as fuck, but you saved it.
And,
Okay,
and I
all right.
guess yeah, and I heard this the first time I was exposed to this was with a fake interview that someone had made where somebody else was acting like they're Gabe Newell, if you know who that is.
I don't, but go ahead.
Yeah, so on this channel called Silvermania, someone was pretending like they were doing an interview with Gabe Newell, but the person that was actually giving the interview was not Gabe Newell, but someone that was pretending to be Gabe Newell, and he made a lot of inappropriate jokes, and one of those was the snow dog, and I guess the joke is that if you give that to someone who's a cocaine addict, that person will eat it. They will eat the poop because it's got cocaine on it. So I guess it's a very cruel prank. But
You know the funny thing about this?
yeah, what's funny?
Just like when you stay on the internet for long enough, when you get desensitized to this kind of stuff. It's always funny to me because I'm never surprised because at this point, the internet does whatever it fucking wants and does everything and nothing at the same time. So I'm never surprised when people find out about this new crap, but at the same time, I'm still disappointed every time in humanity. So,
Yeah,
I'm not surprised, but I'm also not happy. Just like I always say, they do everything, by that I mean anything is possible, but at the same time they learn nothing, so we never move forward.
yeah. We never
Just
learn
like,
anything. There's always something
yeah.
new.
Half of the time with the people on the internet, they remind me a lot of those kind of those memes where people are like, "Which way would you choose? Cure cancer or make sex robots?" And they always pick the second one. And that's my exact interpretation of how the internet works half the time. They can do something good, but more often than not, they just fuck around.
All
So they
right.
never learn anything new.
Yep.
That's the disappointing part because just like me, they got infinite potential, but they always troll around too much. But for me, it's for entertainment and life purposes. For them, it's just because it's what the internet does.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, let's get back to the conversation.
Yep. So
Were you talking or was I talking? I
I,
kind of lost
I
track.
think we were both talking, but
All right.
I'm thinking about a little spicy meme here.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
What about the comments? Any new ones?
So somebody's talking about Pepe, and
Oh, yes.
I responded with "It feels good, man," because it certainly does feel good to have someone actually on stream, and that's it feels great.
Yeah, I mean, you need that response every once in a while to make it worth it. Remember what
Yeah,
you're doing this for, you know what
yeah,
I'm
make
saying?
it worth it, make it good, make it spicy.
Yeah,
Uh,
to make it always
yeah,
spicy.
a spicy meme. Maybe it's an edgy meme. Maybe it's a little bit controversial, like Goblin Slayer. A lot of people weren't too happy about that,
Yeah,
but
that was get raged.
yeah, they raged a little bit. But hopefully the rage is not too bad. Hopefully our memes will not be dreams. Don't let your memes be dreams. That's my advice to all of you today.
Yeah, just do it, you know?
Yeah.
All right, so I was talking about the acting bullshit meter. Yeah. All right. So
Yep.
what was your response to that?
Well, I got to fill up the meter. That's all I do.
Yeah. So like I said, it gives me the ability to see people's I guess interior motives, and that's how I use it to my advantage. Because just like the interior motive with the processing thing, half of the time I guess what they were going for, so I backpedal to give them an out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's one of those ways where I go out of my way to make sure everybody wins, because I can just easily vilify you and then just get like the principal on your ass. But at the same time, I also just want a good future, so I kind of make it halfway. I make it so I go to your school, get some good ass diplomas, but at the same time make sure it's fun and interesting for me. So you don't win completely, but you also don't lose. You don't get checkmated. You know.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So yeah, it's a pretty good way to win fights half the time.
Yeah. So in the
Because
meantime, I've brought a little Pepe boy onto the stream. Little Pepe. Give me a little re. There you go. That's
what the hell?
no that's Pepe. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
That's just Pepe.
Yeah, I mean it's good, man. All I gotta say is beware headphone users. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. Do you use headphone or speakers?
No, I always use headphones. It's just when I record the audio for this, I make sure it records my headphones so it can record your voice. You know, anything I hear, they hear, and anything I say, they can interpret. So you know.
Yeah.
So when you say some loud crap on 100% volume, then yeah, their ears are gonna start bleeding after this.
Yeah.
Oh well, at least it was some spicy, worth it memes. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
All right, next topic. Let's go. We gotta keep this train rolling.
All right. All right.
Because we got nothing but time.
All right. So you had another topic.
Uh, oh yeah, yeah. I said I only learned. I had two abilities. I'm gonna talk about the first. So yeah, the first was the bullshit meter. The second one is perfect plan.
All right. What does that
Do
do?
you know? Well, it's actually named it after One Piece. I mean, I named it after Hunter x Hunter in the Chimera Ant arc. You know that homie who's a chameleon who can go invisible, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I named it after. That's the technique. I named it after him because that's what I do. I have the power of perfect plan, I guess. Basically, it's just like on the internet, you can go like fully off the grid. That's the ability I got. Except the way I made it work is it's very specific. It's a way to like haul ass out of the situation, but make it so you completely forget you were there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's my perfect plan. By that I mean the retreat situation, where if I get into an argument, or I guess start losing the battle, I make it in a way where I lose in such an easy and insignificant ways, like I was never there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's connected to acting because it's kind of bluffing half the time. You see, you either gotta go one of two ways: either start bluffing and make it seem like you're stronger than you actually are, so that when he destroys you easily, he's done. It's like you're insignificant. I won't even remember this later, or you kind of make it so that you are stronger than you really are, but make it in a way that it can't work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know
If
what you
I'm
mean.
going to a fighting, if I put fighting terms in it, basically it's like trying to battle someone but holding back so much that he actually assumes you're really weak. So when he beats you, it's like this wasn't even a sparring match. So that way, when the second round comes, you completely destroy him without him knowing what the fuck is even going on. That's like the bluffing one. The second one is essentially giving him a decent fight, but making it so that it's like a standstill, where you're both about to win, about to lose, but then it depends on the plan, of course. but you either win barely or lose triumphantly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It depends on the opponent. Because if it's a good enough fight, you either win against him barely, but of course you can kick his ass. You just barely win on purpose to make it seem fair. Let's say it's a sparring match between friends. You don't want to destroy the nigga, but at the same time, you don't want to lose because you're better. And also, you got to make sure you earn that pro status. So you win a fight by a standstill. You make it seem like, yeah, you're stronger, you got better, stuff like that. Like, encourage your teammate that he's actually getting better. When in reality, he's still leagues away from you. Similar situation with Gon and Killua, where one's an assassin, one's normal. So that guy's still leagues ahead of his friend, but at the same time, they're like at the same level of training. You get what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, that's the bluffing one. The second one, wait, what? Yeah, I already talked about the second one. Like I said, when you win barely or you lose triumphantly. By lose triumphantly, you make it so that you lose, because sometimes you gotta lose on purpose for the plan to work. It's just like a distraction, right? You know? So the way you do that is by making it a decent fight throughout the whole way. Otherwise, it's just a meaningless fight, you know? You gotta make it so that it was worth fighting. Hold up. Ah! Hold up, someone's calling me. I'll come back later, okay?
All right, fair enough.
Ah.
All right, let me add some memes. Let's get some nice memes on here. All right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
هذه نعدلوا واحد فيديو انا وياه نعدلوا نهضروا على شي موضوعيات يعني هو يقول لي نهضر انا نهضر على الموضوع نسكت ما نسمع الموضوع ديالو عاود نهضر الموضوع ديالي فهمتي.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's get one of these boys. Nice little Glenbeck.
وافهملك بالحق دابا اللي تبي تفهموشي وانا ماشي دو انا نهضر نقول له فهمتي نقول لي كمل يعني خصو نزيد نهضر فهمتي.
Let's mute him for now until he comes back on. And I'm going to get another meme. All right, let's see what we can put on here. Let's see. Oh snap! Do I have some dankness? Ooh. Let's see. What's the dankest meme I can pull up? Let's get one of these boys. One of these boys. All right.
Sorry it took so long. People got an egg. Okay. So, did you say anything to the commenter, I guess?
Well, I was busy adding more memes onto the stream.
Of course.
Yeah.
So, did he comment anything by any
chance? Yeah. He said nice owl, and he's referring to my original Sonic character, Talon the Owl. You can find him on my DeviantArt. It's a very...
Yeah, I've seen it before. I think so, at least.
Yeah?
Yeah, when I checked your channel, I check all the links, except Google+, because no one uses Google+.
Yeah, neither do I. I just have one, so like might as well.
Patreon,
yeah.
Discord, and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, Google+ is like the new MySpace. It's
or the Internet Explorer of the new generation. No one uses
Internet
it
Explorer,
anymore.
yeah. So just to give you a little bit of a sum up on the memes that I've got on stream right now, I've of course got Skype because that's where we're talking. I've got my classic modified version of Q from Star Trek: The Next Generation with the eyes lit up, and I use that for a lot of videos. I've also got a little Pepe the Frog, a little smug Pepe. Yeah, that's a smooth meme, a meme that really feels good right down in your heart, but also angers the SJWs. And then you've
Of
got
course.
a little dark, woke Glenn, referring to Glenn Beck, who's a news personality, but I made a mod that actually makes him look really dark and a bit creepy. Although actually his fashion sense is kind of weird anyway. And then I put a little bit of the statuette, the bust, the sculpture of Sargon of Akkad, an ancient king of Mesopotamia, but he also is very famous for being the personality of another YouTuber who has some edgy opinions. But there you go.
All right, so I'm currently looking at the stream. It says two watching. That probably includes me. So yeah, I'm just here to check on the comments, of course. Yeah, we good. All right, so continue. What were we talking about?
Well, I was gonna say that the best way to fly is to fly by yourself, of course, to use your own arms and to flap them really hard and to fly up into the sky, and then you use your legs as rudders to change your direction, and your arms they do a very interesting motion that's not exactly like a bird's flap, but you gotta get it just right, and then you can get the nice meme flying, and then you can do a nice little cruise by T-posing, and that's how you fly using only human power. It's very green, it's good for the environment, and it's good for your muscles, good for your health. How about you?
I just gotta say that is one interesting looking owl.
That's
all I gotta say. That's one interesting looking owl. I'm currently at the live stream right now, just like checking the owl out.
You want him bigger?
Good.
I'll make him bigger. I'll make him bigger for you.
Okay.
There we go. It'll take a few seconds to show up.
Yeah, I know. It's a live stream. It kind of goes down with the delay a bit. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I gotta look at all the spicy images right here. Gotta have that crying frog, of course, the best.
He's not crying. He's smug. Come on, get your meme straight.
Oh wait, hold on. Oh yeah, okay. I kind of couldn't tell because a lot of images, trying to focus on all of them at once, so it kind of confuses a bit.
Yeah.
But we good. All right. What else? What else we got here?
What else we got?
Yeah, topics.
All right. Another topic. I would say that an interesting topic, of course, would be... Well, that's actually a very interesting question. And my answer to that question would be... oh, thank you very much. That was very good. But I, in return, would say... oh, thank you. Yeah, that's great. Thank you very much. Oh, wow. I don't know if I agree with that opinion. Oh, it's not so good, but maybe could be a bit better. Could be better. Maybe this opinion will change your mind a bit. Oh, no, it won't. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, well. So,
what's going on over there, man?
So how about you? I was talking to you the whole time, and I have to say that I really agree with everything you said. You really changed my mind on a lot of different issues, and I have to say that good job, man. Good job.
Are you talking to me or someone else?
I've been talking to you this whole time.
Oh, you mean me?
Yeah, you. Who else?
Okay, you see, I got confused there for a second. They're like, okay, this doesn't look good. This doesn't look as good. I can make it better. I thought you were talking about the owl meme. I was like, okay, what the hell?
No. I was talking to you. I was saying, oh, thank you very much. And now we've got a nice little Papa Stalin on the stream.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Uh, Big old Papa. Uh, not
All
not
right.
as not as Italian as my good old boy Chef Boyardi. Very very good.
Chef Boyardee, yes, the best kind of chef.
Boyardi. Okay, you got to get the Italian right. Uh,
Oh, okay.
I know he changed. I know he changed the spelling of his name just because Americans don't like to pronounce things from
Hey,
other
listen,
languages. But
it's not that I don't like to pronounce things. I just assumed you were talking about the similar person. That's all. I don't know Spanish, my boy. Otherwise, I would have spoken
uh,
it like nothing else.
Italian, not Spanish. It's very different. I lived in
Okay,
Italy. I
I'm
know.
confused. But I gotta say something. The nigga with the chains, he looking nice and fleek, you know. He
Oh,
balling like no one else.
oh,
You,
with
you know the guy with the glowing eyes, the chains.
yeah,
They're
that's
pretty nice.
yeah, that's actually Q from Star Trek: The Next Generation. Now that is a classic meme that I very much enjoy. Um, do you enjoy Star Trek?
No, I've never watched it. Never will.
Never will. Whoa. Okay. Why?
Listen. I got nothing against the show. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's one of those situations where it's like so many movies, so many series, so much to watch, so little time. I'm just gonna like
But you
I'm
watch
gonna
One
watch one or
Piece.
two movies, the one that people love the most, and then like give my opinion, which is probably like a pretty good series, and then I'm just gonna quit afterwards.
There's probably way more One Piece than there is Star Trek.
True, but here's the thing. I've watched One Piece since like 1999. So I watched it gradually, you know what I mean? But if I go to Star Trek, just like with JoJo, with all like 5 seasons and 5 versions, it's like 100 episodes all at once. So yeah, can't watch it all at once. I'm just gonna like watch a few, get like the basic idea, be like, okay, this is an interesting topic. I'll watch it from time to time on my free time. But at the same time, I'm not gonna get addicted. So it's good. That's all you gotta know. It's decent.
Yeah. Well,
That's my opinion on like 90% of shows. They're usually decent. Like I'm not a fanboy, but I'm not a hater. That's like the specialty. You
yeah.
know?
Don't hate what you can't berate.
Yeah, that's true. Now I gotta ask another question.
All right. What's the question?
Does the commenter have any suggestions about what we should meme about or troll for the next 10 minutes?
All
I'm
right.
taking suggestions.
Yeah, we're taking suggestions. It'll take maybe a minute for that to go through, but yep,
Yeah.
yep.
So, any more topics? Anything interesting going on?
Well, I have to say that I'm really excited about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5, which is coming out this season.
It
I'm
already got like 2 episodes out, isn't it?
actually 3 episodes now. The third one just came out yesterday. I watched it. It was very good. Man, that's some good stuff, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I gotta say, JoJo really is interesting for like a show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I
It,
mean, I'm kind of like I'm gonna finish like the first one, the one with the grandson and I forgot what it was called, the technique they used, the
the
one about
ripple,
breathing.
the
Yeah,
Hamon.
I'm gonna finish that one, like that version of JoJo. Then I'm gonna jump straight into the stands because obviously the people debate that it's the best. So I'm gonna look that one up and watch the whole thing at once. And yeah, good thing about going with programming school and trolling the crap out of the principal is that he gives you 3 days off of the week. So
Yeah.
that's the good part. I got like half the week off, and the other half I legit just go for 2 hours, like not even that much. So yeah, that's how you con them real good.
So,
Uh,
what's your favorite programming language?
oh, what do you mean, like binary code and stuff like that?
Well, there's different languages for programming. There's
True, but
there's
the thing
Basic,
is,
there's C
I
Sharp, there's
yeah,
all
that's
sorts
true.
of different things. There's JavaScript.
Yeah, but the thing is, we're kind of just started. I mean, school hasn't started yet. We just kind of taking extra classes before school starts to get the hang of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's see. I got three teachers. The first one is an English teacher, so you already know I'm destroying them cheeks and getting all A's. The
Destroying them
second,
cheeks. Holy canola. Okay, fair enough.
yeah, because when you show up on the first day already destroying the teacher's expectations and like getting 20 on tests that already have like up to 10, then yeah, you already know the teacher's screwed. The second is basically just taxes. Like that's basically the school. I mean the class. It's basically calculus class. You learn about taxes, the different ways that it can be implemented, and stuff like that. So it's pretty decent, interesting stuff. But what are you making that face for, man?
Oh, nothing. Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Okay, gotta
Just a
make
meme.
sure that. Oh yeah, just the Pepe means. And third was basically just programming class. For now, we're just going with the office type of situation. Where you work at a desk job. They teach you all the different programs to use to write scripts. I'm specifically interested in that because I've never actually written a script for my videos. So I'm try and do good on that class and learn how to make YouTube scripts like
Well,
for my video.
that's not what they mean when they say scripts for
No,
programming.
script, like a script for the video.
But, well, that's not what they're teaching you though.
Yeah, it's true, but I can use it in that way because they use the same program. You know what I mean?
I don't know, but okay.
Hey, listen, I got my ways. Especially here's the thing. When you troll them hard enough, you can do literally anything on the damn class. And that's the specialty of this one. You can legit do anything in the classroom because they either chill as fuck or they really don't care as long as you get a good grade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they don't care. They don't care about their students. All they want.
No, here's the
No.
difference.
Okay.
They actually do care about their students.
Okay,
Because
good.
all their students are either 50-year-old grandparents or college dropouts. It's actually the student body in there. It's
Yeah.
like 5 students. Half of them are really old. The other half are either dropouts or ones that are gonna drop out. But they still good. They still pretty decent students.
Yeah.
This is why it's called the last resort because that's literally their last resort to get a college diploma. You know?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, and here's the thing. It turns out the programs they use and the stuff they teach, they also teach you how to code video games. I mean, not necessarily, but you can use that to get like a video game designer kind of job. You know what I mean? And that's
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of what
I've got
I'm trying to get.
some
You know,
books
if I
about
get a
that
good
type
enough
of programming.
grade, I might program my own indie game. That sounds a pretty
Yeah.
decent thing to do.
Yeah.
So yeah,
What kind of game would that be?
I mean, I'm going the Undertale route, where it's like just one
Undertale.
person.
Oh, snap.
Well, don't get me wrong. I'm not making it as cool. I'm just saying, like, it's one of those projects where it can be done by one person, 8-bit, so it's not that bad on graphics because my computer's shit. So, but yeah, you can still work it out. In like 2 years, you can make your own indie game.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty good. It's like a passion project, Because if I'm gonna use this diploma on anything, it's to create my own indie games and then sell them for like $3 million on Steam.
Yeah. This is some nice games.
Yeah. The
Um.
passion project is where it's at. That's when you find the good kind of gameplay. The AAA thing has kind of gone down a bit at the same time,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, Mario Odyssey saved Nintendo's ass, but at the same time, the AAA things with like EA, yeah, they're just continuously going downhill from there. They need some
Yeah.
passion projects on their side. They need some Undertale, maybe some Dust and Elysian Tale, maybe some Shovel Knight, like those
Yeah.
kind of projects.
Yeah.
Save their ass. Otherwise, it's just going to be EA. All we make is Call of Duty, but more graphics edition every single year.
Well, EA also makes Sims.
Yeah, true, but at this point, they're not EA. They're Ubisoft.
Oh,
with
oh,
Assassin's
they
Creed.
don't
They're
make
just
that
making-
anymore. Okay.
Yeah, they're like Ubisoft with Assassin's Creed. They just make the same shit every year. Gameplay sucks, but at least it has better graphics.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a classic meme, Sims.
Yeah, classic roast on their ass.
Oh, yeah. You want to roast EA? Make a little diss track?
Now, they're one of those companies that diss themselves. You know what I mean? Like, you don't even gotta try.
Yeah,
Yeah, they really need to learn from Nintendo. You know what they need to learn? As long as the game is good, you don't care what the plot is, nor how good the graphics. But with
yeah.
EA, it's in reverse. We only care about the graphics. Because apparently these people are watching anime instead of actually playing the game, you know? At this point, they're legit just watching the anime.
They're just watching anime and they don't actually
Yeah,
make
because at
games.
this point, it's just the graphics. It's not even the gameplay anymore. At this point, EA just needs to turn into an anime making industry. You know, make that collab with Crunchyroll and make Assassin's Creed the anime, just like with Persona 5 the anime.
Yeah,
That's
Assassin's
it.
Creed the anime, high school edition.
Yeah, just focus on the graphics.
Yeah,
And just like in animations and AMVs, the animation is never
yeah,
the problem. It's
yeah,
the
yeah.
storyline. But hey,
With Ezio Senpai.
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
And also make a collab with the Doki Doki Literature Club. That would be a good club to join.
Oh, I don't know. It's getting the meme is getting stronger, but the cringe is also getting stronger at the same
That's
time.
kind of the point. That's why I said it. Because
Oh,
remember, just like with Monica, you can assassinate the entire class and no one will care. So just go at it.
yeah. I've never
Make sure
actually
you can.
played Doki Doki Literature Club, so I
Yeah,
don't actually
neither
know
have
that
I.
much about it.
I've just seen the dabbing and the suicide, and then just nope,
Yeah.
nope, down there.
Yeah, I don't dab. That's one
Yeah,
thing I don't do. I don't dab. I don't yeet. I don't. I don't blaze it. Unfortunately, I know 420 blaze it. I say that a lot, but it's just for the memes. In reality, I
same,
just
same. I don't
yeah.
do any of the two, but I always eat every 5 minutes
Oh no, that. Uh,
in real life. In real life.
I am the founder of Yeet Patrol. Okay, you know what Thought Patrol is?
Uh, what the hell is the thought? No, actually, don't answer that. I think I'm gonna regret it. But screw it. Answer. I don't know.
All
What the
right, all
hell is
right.
it?
So a thought is
Like an idea?
a female who
Yeah.
is considered to be uh, unwholesome,
Okay.
and
And
there's people that go on thought patrol where they point out who is being unwholesome, and they then meme about it. And
okay. So
I am the
let's see.
founder of Yeet Patrol. Okay,
Okay, so we got Yeet Patrol, we got Meme Patrol, we got let's see, we got Dabbing Control because of course that's a thing. We
I,
got Thought Patrol, and what else?
all right, all
We
right.
got yeah, we got like a lot of patrols.
Yeah, so
If
I'm
only we had as many of these patrols as we did police, then we'd be good. But nah, people patrolling thoughts rather than patrolling criminals. That's all I
Yeah,
gotta say.
so I'm on Yeet Patrol, and that means that when I see someone going those edgy Fortnite memes, the yeets, the Fortnite dances, which cringe me. Okay, it's like putting poison in the air. It burns my eyes. It burns my nostrils. My lungs are turning inside out. They're bleeding. Whenever I see somebody do a Fortnite dance or go around yeeting all around, it makes me so angry. Okay, I am the rage against the yeet. So all of
Okay.
you out there, join Yeet Patrol. Let's shut this stuff down.
All right. Let's see. Two things. One, I don't do Fortnite emotes. Don't worry about that,
Okay,
man.
okay, good.
Two, my version of yeet is just like in with scary games. You just yeet out of the way. I call it black nigga reflexes, where it's like as soon as something jumps at you, you either punch the screen or you haul ass out of the room in like 2 seconds. Just yeet and like immediately jump out of the way. I usually do that when I play like what was it called? Alien Isolation. Yeah, that nigga jumps at you every 5 minutes. So I'm like, that's why I say I yeet every 5 minutes. I immediately duck out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That's my version. So don't need to patrol me, fam. I'm good.
Okay. I'm watching you though. I'm watching you.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Listen,
Got
if
my
there's
eyes on you.
something, there's something that I will never do. It is the Fortnite dance emotes because those are just cringy, man.
Yeah,
I agree. Like, what
yeah,
the are people doing nowadays?
yeah. I see you when you're sleeping. I know when you're awake. I know whether you've been bad or good. So be good for goodness sake.
Yeah, that is a good rhyme. Dr. Seuss over here. Yeah, he good.
Yeah, yeah. Classic
Yeah,
Santa Claus.
how do you make the applause emote? I meant emoji. I gotta find that. But yeah, you good, man. I don't eat. I don't eat. At least I don't throw it. I just duck out of the way when I play scary games. That's what eat means to me, and that's all I do.
All right, all right, all right, all right. I'm watching you though.
Okay, so that nigga has not responded yet. Looks
I'll
like
be,
he does not have any topics.
I'll be watching you all when you're sleeping. I'll see you. I'm looking. I've got my eyes on you. I'm watching you from above. Seeing if is there any danger? Are you committing any crimes? Are you yeeting in an unjustifiable manner? And whenever I see that, I pounce down and I arrest you. Okay, I pull you out to prison, and I charge you with a crime. I am the judge, jury, and executioner. So no mercy here.
I gotta ask a very important question.
All right.
What is the Yeet prison? I gotta know. Like, if you're gonna take me to prison, what kind of prison is it? Is it prison where everybody doing dance emotes? Because that just sounds like hell itself. But I'd rather get killed. Nah, I'm not doing that. You do the execution first, then you take my corpse to the prison first.
Well, that's actually what it is. People think it's a prison that people go to, but in fact, there's the waiting room for the execution, and then the execution, and then the rest is just a mass grave.
Okay, that sounds like it sounds like a fun place, but in reality, it's not. So I'm just gonna say nope, not
Yeah,
going there.
yeah. It's
Don't worry,
it's
I'm not committing any crimes.
it's the
The only
yeet.
crimes
It's the
I've ever
yeet
committed.
genocide. I will genocide you yeeters out there.
All right.
Genocide. Okay, not even a joke. Okay, I'll go harder on you than the Minecraft kid would. Because Minecraft is still the superior game to Fortnite. If any of you out there disagree, you're just incorrect. Okay, Minecraft.
I gotta agree. Minecraft is that's all I gotta ask.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, Minecraft is good. Minecraft is really
yeah.
good.
I don't even want to mess with this Fortnite nonsense. Okay, that's crack cocaine. All right, you're taking that cocaine, you're cracking it up, putting it in your crack pipe, you're lighting it up, and you're blazing it as if you're, oh wow, look at me, I'm so good, look at me, I'm smoking cocaine. And when in reality, everybody else is looking at you saying, holy cannoli, you're ruining your life. You're ruining your life.
It looks like I found your trigger, man. I found the thing that triggers you the most.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not the crack lord. Okay, I'm not your Drew Durnil gay. No, I'm not your crack lord. Okay.
Okay, now this turned out really fun. Okay. Listen, I gotta say, I gotta confess something.
Yeah.
The only crime I have ever done, right,
All right.
is hugging someone and showing them affection so hard
Okay.
that he changed his life. It's like the only crime ever.
All right.
But don't worry. It might sound simple, but I've actually committed it 350 times.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
The rebel.
Yes, the rebel.
Yeah.
Yes, but you gotta say that if you're gonna commit any crime, commit the hug and cuddle a person and show them affection so hard they change their life crime. That's the petition I'm gonna have post online. That's the only crime I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you agree? Do you agree? Is that a acceptable crime for the Yeet Patrol?
No, that's not a yeet crime. That's okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so just gotta make sure because I'm on probation right now. I got the officer watching me all the time, including while I'm taking a nap. So gotta make sure to make a good example. Otherwise, I'm gonna be taken to the Yeet prison that I do not want to attend because Unlike rave parties, this one just sounds way worse. So I'm just gonna nope out of there. I'm actually gonna yeet out of that yeet party just so I don't have to attend it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Fair
Any
enough.
more spicy memes? Anything?
Well, I was gonna say that fursuits. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. What type of fursuit would you have? Would it be a full-on suit? Would it be a partial?
All
Uh,
right. So here's the thing. For me, I'm gonna have three suits.
all right.
One is the partial suit, also known as the patrol suit.
All
But
right.
unlike Yeet Patrol, this is Hug Patrol.
Okay.
Remember the crime I did, right?
Yeah. I'm digging this. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go commit every morning from now on. If I get that partial, I'm just gonna go around in my neighborhood, give everybody hugs, and make their life better. Yeah, that's a real ass response. I'm not even joking. And the second is a full blown suit. Is that what they call a full blown suit? I forgot the name.
I don't know what they call it, but we'll just
Yeah,
call it the full fursuit.
the full body suit. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
it's called. I'm just gonna and I'll get the full body suit. Now here's the difference. The partial is pink. Full
Okay.
body. Remember, I gotta go for the hugs. You gotta go with the Barney outfit. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta
Okay.
go
Yeah.
pink.
Yeah. Nice. Good old Barney. Yeah. Yeah. Not
Yeah,
quite a furry. He's more a scaly, but sure.
yeah, but here's the difference. It's not a pedophile, thank God. But here's the thing, and the full body suit, right? That
Yeah.
one's blue.
Blue. Okay.
Now here's the difference.
The difference.
The partial is the cutest thing in the universe. By that I mean you go full on cuteness, panda mode. You get the fluffy hands, you get the small tail, you get the heart shapes. Of course, you make sure to get the baby cheeks. By that I mean you get like full blown cheeks on the panda face, right? The panda head, of course.
Yeah.
What else? You get that cute smile. You got to make sure to have the anime eyes, of course.
All right.
That's very
Okay.
important.
Nice. Ugu. Yeah.
You got to have the hearts on the tail and the legs, of course.
Hearts. Okay.
Yes, and you got to have the fluffiest fur in the universe. You got to make sure you either get it from the cats itself or you get it from heaven. I don't know. You get the fur, okay? You get the good quality fur because that's where the hugs
Yeah.
are in full effect, okay? Now, the full body suit is completely different. Not the opposite, but because I'm still going to commit the crime anyway. But it's going to be different. Okay, now that one has... yeah, oh, God. Yeah, you're right, nigga. You already know what's going to happen.
Oh
Alright.
yeah. He knows what's
Okay.
up.
Yeah, the full body suit is slightly different. One, I'm going to have a sword on me when I get that one, right?
All right.
Two, you gotta have the good battle scars. You know, the ones where they're on the eyes and the cheeks, of course. The second detail is that you gotta get the anime eyes, but the serious ones, like the ones from One Piece, right?
All right.
Also, a couple things. One, you gotta have the flag on the shoulder or the stomach. You know, you gotta have that respect the pirate clan, I guess, or the hunter squad.
All right. What's the
One
flag?
or the other, whichever one comes first. You gotta have that, and of course, you gotta make sure to have the friends list on the other side. By that, I mean all of the gang members or squad mates, whichever
Yeah.
one comes first. And the other thing, one, you gotta look serious and cute at the same time if it's possible.
All right. Serious
By
and
that,
cute.
you mean you gotta be like tsundere except not shit, you know, like not in a bad way. You gotta have the scaly armor, the tight knit body, I guess ripped if you go with that term. But
Yeah.
at the same time, you don't talk in ooh, thank God. But at the same time, you got to be cute. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that good manners. You got to be the gentleman.
Yeah.
You don't get the cigar like Sanji does, but you still get the manners. All right. What else? Oh yes, you gotta have the teammates with you. Because I'm not just getting one force suit. I'm getting two. I
Yeah.
gotta have the squad mates right behind me. All right.
Squad. Yeah.
And, yes, you gotta
Yeah.
have
Dumb
the
boys.
squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta pull out at the neighborhood at all the kids, and either give them incredible hugs or something. I'm not sure. I haven't put the full plan together because the squad is still in debate. Just like the guy who commented. Yeah, his message got retracted. You see, he debating some stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. He's redacting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's pretty much it, really.
that's a
You gotta
government.
have the sword.
It's
You
the
gotta have the
globalists.
what?
Oh, don't worry about that. Just the globalists. Okay, keep going.
What the hell is a globalist? That's why I asked.
No, don't. We don't talk about that. Not here. No.
Okay. We talk about it in private, just like Fortnite memes. We never talk about it in public.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay, that was a poor taste, but hey, don't worry about it. It's not offensive. I'm just joking around. All right, so that's the whole plan for now. What about you?
All right. All right. I'm sort of the opposite. Okay. The literally the farthest you could get away from a furry. I am the fur trapper. Okay. What by that I mean, okay, not a trap, okay.
Thank
Class,
God. Thank
okay,
God.
no, I don't think that would work well anyway. But I'm the guy who's wearing the buckskins, who's got the coonskin hat, the fur coat. Okay, I'm the fur trapper out in the wilds. I'm the Buffalo Bill, the Grizzly Adams, all those guys, you know. I'm out in the wild trapping some beavers in them old Oregon country. And then I see a furry and I got the prey in my sights, and then a very unfortunate accident happens where apparently, I don't know how, some furry was walking around in the middle of the woods, and I'm thinking, oh wow, that's some great fur to add to my collection, and unfortunately someone got injured, and that's how it happens, okay? That's why you don't walk around in the middle of a forest where it's hunting country in a fursuit.
Why does that sound like that is how you and I meet? Literally.
Literally, oh no, I shot you because I
Yeah,
thought you.
I was trying to get them bear hugs. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to hug the bears, and of course the cantaloupe and the deer. You know, trying to ride that, not in a sexual way, but still.
Yeah. I was trying to wrestle those bears. You know, trying to give him a 1-2. This is for humanity, boy. Punch in the face. Take that.
So you're like Zangief from Street Fighter. You fight bears on the side, like of your competition. Yeah, that sounds interesting. That would be an interesting way.
Yeah,
for me, I would actually legit do that. Where fursuit, countryside, just go hunt some bears, except give them some hugs. That'll be it.
Yeah, don't do it in a fursuit though, because you want people to recognize you as a human being. Otherwise, they might shoot you.
Don't worry, I'm only wearing the partial. I'm not wearing the full fursuit.
Okay.
So because that's how it works. You gotta look cute first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that way, even if you try to shoot me, you cannot shoot the cuteness. You know?
Yeah.
It's like a tiny bunny. You can't just shoot that unless you really want that meat.
Yeah.
If you want it, you gotta go hunt for it.
Yeah, you're walking around in those old Montana countries, and then someone says, "Hoo boy, I seen the Sasquatch."
What the hell? Okay, that sounds accurate, but they will still ask the question: what kind of Sasquatch is pink?
Yeah, that's a question.
It's either the cutest Sasquatch ever, or it's the Sasquatch's cousin or something.
I figured it out. Okay, I figured it out. The mystery of the Sasquatch. Okay, it's not real. It's not an ape. It's not someone who's really hairy. It's literally just a furry that lives out in the woods. That's what the Sasquatch is.
Yeah, that sounds pretty accurate. I'm not faulting you on that.
Yeah, and he
like
just wants to give people hugs. And
yes.
Yeah.
Except he gets shot by one of his friends.
Yeah.
He's trying to hunt. Listen, I'm okay with you hunting furries. Just one question.
Yeah.
What do you do with the fur? Because I want some of that. You know.
Oh man, I tan that. Okay.
Because you know, just like you, I gotta add them fursuits to the collection. You know.
Yeah.
For the kids. By that I mean like for the fans. If they want a partial or want to hang out with the squad, just like with bikers, You got to give him the jacket. Except in this situation, you give him the partial. That's how they join the gang or
Yeah.
squad, I guess.
Well, that's how it works. Really, the way you get a fursuit is it's not that people make them so much. It's that you have to kill the previous owner of the fursuit, and then you get the fursuit. That's how it works.
Sounds accurate.
Yeah.
It actually sounds accurate. Half of the time, that really what it would be like. People literally kill each other for the fursuits.
Yeah.
By that I mean like the fursona. They either kill it or remodel it so it's not existent anymore.
Yeah. So what's your opinion on the fursuits that are padded on the legs so that it has a more animal shaped leg?
I mean, I would get that, but not for the partial. Remember, you gotta look as cute as possible, you know.
Yeah.
But remember, just like with the full fursuit, your boy's still hunting. Like that's actually why it's blue. Usually it will be green because gotta hide in the environments, but you gotta make it blue, bright as possible to know whose enemy's kicking your ass. Me and you will probably be like the hunting squad. You go hunt them, I go like mingle, not sexually. I meant like literally go hang out with them, put them in a full sense of security, and then stab them in the back and take that partial. Remember, that's the way you get the fursuits. So
you gotta take it. Yeah.
Either that or picture it, because you gotta find the Sasquatch. Just in case you do find it, you gotta make sure to take that picture.
Yeah. When you finally see one of those high grade, multicolor fursuits, I pull out my blunderbuss and I say, "I got the beast in my sights!" Ha ha! And then
you gotta go Scottish. You gotta go Scottish.
And then I pull out a nice little frag bullet and shoot it. Or wait, no. Actually, I think I do a 360 no scope with my high powered sniper rifle.
Oh yes, the classics.
Yeah.
360 no scope. The best kind of shooting is the no scope ones.
Yeah. Just
me,
at the furry convention.
For me, it'll be slightly different. For me, we'll have a literal Sasquatch duel. Me against them, either one of two ways. Either the sword straight to the back or a race through the woods.
Yeah.
We'll literally just race on 4 legs. Just
on 4 legs.
Remember, the yeet technique is strong in this one. You just run, haul ass, beat him in a race, and take his fur. Just like in a real dog fight. Except instead of taking his position, you take his fur.
Yeah, they have to let you take it. It's a furry code. If you beat them, they have to let you take it.
I mean, it's the same with the wolf pack. If you beat his ass, you take his position. So if you beat a furry, you take his fur.
Yeah.
That's kind of half the name, half of what the dignity comes from. So you get that fur.
Yeah.
You add it to the collection, and then you just put it on the trophy list. Except the difference is this: mine is interactive. Unlike most hunters, mine you can wear the damn reward I got. Like I won't put it on the wall. I'll just put it in the closet. It's called the furry trophy list. You just pick one out and wear it.
Yeah.
But you also gotta earn it,
Yeah, you gotta earn it. Yeah, you gotta work for that.
If you're strong enough and you earn that fursuit, I'll give it to you, and then we'll see you next year, and then we'll have the next year duel,
Yeah.
Like the next generation type of situation.
Yeah, Star Trek, the next generation.
Pass on the fursuit, you make him stronger, and then you fight him next time around.
Yeah, just give him a fight. Show him what you've got.
Yeah. Doggy style.
oh no.
Yeah, that's actually why I said that, because it sounds weird, but for them it's not, so I just made that joke.
Okay. Yeah, don't want to get too weird. All right.
Yeah, but like, how do you say it without being weird? What do you call it? Wolf style? I don't get it. Like wolf dueling? How do you name it? Pack style? I don't know.
Yeah. When I fight people, I like to sometimes be a little bit intimidating, especially if I'm running low on energy. I really gotta hype myself up to get the fight going. So what you do is you start growling.
I use the anime technique.
You start going, and then people will really think, wow, this guy's crazy. He's gonna bite my head off or something.
Yeah, because he learned that from grizzly bears. That's how they fight. They taught him his bluffing techniques.
Yeah, that's
actually a
really
technique
mean.
you can learn from a bear. If you want to fight like a bear, you gotta just bluff the whole way. Make sure you look as big as possible. That's their technique.
Yeah, bluff it.
Yeah, for me, I use the anime technique.
Yeah.
You know what kind of anime technique that is?
talk no jutsu?
No, I wish,
Okay.
but no, I use talk no jutsu in the partial, not in real fights,
Okay.
because that's
Okay.
how that works. Use that partial, use that talk no jutsu in them hugs, and then
Yeah.
boom, just like Giovanni in like Pokemon, the first game, you immediately change his life. Yeah, for me, I use the different anime technique. I use the memory technique,
All right.
the one where you get your ass beat, you're on the ground, just like with YouTube situations where you're depressed. You remember what you're doing this for. You remember the homies and all of the memes like we have right here in the comments, right?
Yeah.
And then you just get up twice as strong somehow, just like Talk no Jutsu. It makes no sense, but it's still kind of accurate, you know. You're twice as strong. You kick his ass. That's how it works for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it actually works in real life half the time for me. That's actually how I fight people sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not like in a fist fight, but like in a mental and talk no jutsu style fight. You know, you
Yeah.
talk them out.
Yeah.
Boy,
The way I fight is I try to get the initiative and just finish it all in one hit.
sure you gotta go all out all at once.
Yeah. Just finish it all.
All right, so listen, we're like at that 140 minutes last conversation. The homeboy either stopped watching or he's trolling us, one or the other. So last topic, I guess, or
Uh,
semi last topic.
okay.
depending
Last
on the
topic. Okay. What's the topic?
I don't know. Let's pick something.
All right. Architecture. I like architecture. I like buildings. I like to look at beautiful buildings. What type of building style do you like?
I like. Let's see. There are two ones that I like the most. I like the personal one where you build it yourself, just like a mansion or that kind of situation,
Yeah.
or like the Notebook where he builds his own house. Yeah, you kind of build it because with that you use all of your passion, so you're always proud of it, just like a kid, you know,
Yeah,
or your own kin.
but
You're kind
what
of proud that you got it.
but
And the
what
second one is the hardworking squad one, where you're like a castle, right? But you build it
yeah.
with all of your homies. You put your hard sweat, tears, and beers, I guess, and then you just immediately build that castle all together. Each section is for each player, and boom, just like a guild, you know.
Yeah. So do you like columns in your buildings?
Columns.
Yeah.
What are those exactly? Because I kind of.
Pillars.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, the nice little Roman meme there. Greek memes.
Yeah.
Pillars, columns. That's some great stuff. Okay, so I think I'll show everybody what I'm talking about. All right. All right. I'll just show everyone in just a moment on the stream. This will be another image, but here we go. I like some neoclassical style. So that's actually inspired by the old Roman style. Uh, so just imagine that this is my house right now on stream. It'll be delayed, but bam, that's my house. That's where I live right now. In fact, it's a very beautiful place. It's got some nice columns, some pillars, some wording on there, some nice statues. Yeah, that's oh yeah. And let me tell you something. Roman architecture, ancient Roman architecture is amazing. A lot of houses where I live, they're built really trashily that they wouldn't last 100 years. They'll just fall apart. They'll rot and mold and break apart. But if they made walls that were multiple layers of bricks, then these things would last for 1,000 years, like the old Roman buildings that are still up today in Italy and in other places. So I think that there's really an absence of joy, an absence of hard work when it comes to building a lot of these buildings nowadays. So what do you think?
Damn, you look like you're either in a church or a damn museum. Which one is it?
It's this one. I don't actually know which building this is. Well, no, I live there. Of course, I know what building it is. It's my house. No, but columns, great stuff. Nice little pillars. And you can't go wrong. I went to somebody's house a few weeks ago, and he had pillars in his house, and I'm thinking, wow, I want that. That looks pretty cool.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
By the way, have you checked this comment yet? It's hilarious.
Comment where? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bryce,
there.
the comments.
What if a world was made of glazed donuts? Answer me. Okay, and then you say, then I will eat my own house. But what if the world was made of glazed donuts? Not your house. Oh, that's actually an interesting question.
Then I would actually be interested in going to swim. I would swim in the pool of the donuts, the glazed donuts. I would just eat my way, just like One Piece. You just eat your way through it.
Well, I think a big problem would be that everyone would die.
That's kind of obvious, but with these kind of questions, you kind of take it either with a grain of salt or just like with anime, you turn your brain off.
But man, I love glazed donuts, okay? I love me a glazed donut, just...
Here's the thing.
Okay.
I've never had one.
Okay.
But it's still delicious either way.
Okay, yeah, just...
Yeah, you can kind of feel the texture half the time.
Yeah, feel the texture, yeah. And then, that's a nice, like, fluffy texture, this donut, Donut Dude HD would be proud of this. And, oh, wow. Look at that. The glaze. That's a nice little sweet glaze on there. The more bready texture, the flavor of a donut, and then there's a sweet glaze on it, and it's coming in your mouth, and you take a bite, and you're just chewing it, and
Okay. Gotta
great
get a
stuff.
pause joke in there, man. What the hell? Gotta get some context half the time.
It's the donut. It tastes good. Okay, just
no, I got you. But just the wording, man, it made me laugh.
Well, you got to put it in your mouth. Where else are you gonna eat the donut? What, you're gonna put it up your butt? No way, Jose. That's not gonna work.
No, listen, I get you, but here's the thing. With me, I blend it.
Yeah, you blend it?
I just blend like 7 donuts together, put some extra whipped cream on the top, and just drink it all up. Pause, but you get the idea. That's actually the better way of doing it, especially with the crust. It's like a taco. You gotta like mix them all together and add the whipped cream on the top. Of course, the strawberries and extra. But after you eat it, you also gotta sprinkle it with nachos. By that, I mean like the crusty thing,
Yeah, there's someone out there asking for cool math games. Do you know what that is? Cool math games? All right. So let me take you on a little trip here. There's something called...
Lane?
Well, not down memory lane. Cool math games. If you search that on Google or Bing or Oracle or whatever you search, come on, let's be honest here. Most people do Google because it's okay. Google's fine. Coolmathgames.com, and you click on that. All right, you click on it, and let me make sure that I can do this properly.
Yeah, send me a link. I'm gonna play it with you right now. The fans requested it, so let's make it last thing.
All right. Fans requested it, so here we go. Let me just drop you a link on Skype.
Yeah, I gotta get that Skype request.
Bam.
All right, give me a minute to check my DMs.
All right, I gotta just put it full screen so that people don't look at my my bookmarks, like essays on Karl Marx's Communist Manifesto, stuff like that I don't want.
I mean, for me, my bookmarks are always just like automatically realistic. By that, it's the kind of stuff that sounds embarrassing, but more often than not, everyone else uses, so there's no problem with it. My only bookmarks are literally just me trolling people half the time.
Yeah,
Damn, nigga, how many messages, man? 27 seconds? What the fuck?
Oh,
Okay.
don't worry about those. I was just
I'm not
counting.
worried. It's like, what the hell happened? Did you accidentally click on the button too hard? What the hell?
Oh no, I memed that like it was the Holocaust.
Okay, that was a reference.
No, I did not meme that like it was the Holocaust. Okay, anybody wondering? That's not at all what I intended to imply. All right. Let's clear these memes out. They're still in the background, but let's get some cool math games up here. Ooh boy.
Okay, so what the hell are cool math games anyway?
All right, they're okay. You ready for this? This is going to be a spicy meme here. They are games, okay, and they are cool, and they are mathematical. All right.
Sounds like two of my favorite things.
So
just add the furry hugs, and then you got me hooked up.
Yeah, and all these games are wholesome. They're very well selected,
Are you
so
sure
that.
about that?
I am sure about that. Okay, Cool Math Games has a very high prestige. All right, very high prestige. So let's get some games here. So,
okay, what the hell am I looking at right now?
So I'm gonna click on classic games. Now it's gonna be a bit slow for me because I'm streaming at the same time.
True,
and
but
my
here's my
computer.
biggest question: do we play this together or just one at a time? Because I'm not sure.
Just play it on your own. You'll be fine. Trust me, you won't
what
die.
What game are you playing?
All right. I'm gonna play. Actually, let's get some trivia, okay? And we can play this together because when it asks me a question, I can ask you the question as well to see if you know it.
All right.
So that's gonna load up.
All right.
So here's some trivia, trivialities. Okay.
All right.
Let's see. Okay. Let's see. What trivia can we do here? All right. I'm looking for one that's not image based. So.
All right.
All right.
Hey, even if it's image based, just tell me what the image looks like.
All right. Okay. Let's go history and politics. Because
yay, two of my least favorite things to talk about.
So we'll see what we've got here. And okay. All right. Let's do something that let's not talk about American history because you probably don't know that much about that. So we'll play the game which came first, okay? Right. So it'll be
chicken or the egg.
Chicken, obviously. Not gonna lie there. It's not even a hard question. Chicken obviously came first. There's no way that is.
It says classic memes.
All right. Let's. Okay, I'm alt-tabbing hard so that I can see both the.
Oh my god!
What?
That nigga roasted you. He says, "Oh come on, all of your bookmarks are porn." Yeah.
I guarantee you that literally none of them are. But anyway.
Neither of mine. I don't even have any at this point. Like, bro.
Okay.
Look, the only thing that's close to that is all of the furry fan art.
Okay, you ready for this? This is going to be some quick time stuff.
Right.
Okay, so let's say, which came first, Twitter or Instagram?
Twitter.
Twitter? Okay. I'm thinking Twitter as well, actually. So I'll click Twitter. Let's see what it says. Okay, that's correct. Okay, there's 9 questions left. All right. Next one. Right. Jesus or Muhammad?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm going to pick my homie. Just pick mine, I guess.
I actually know that Muhammad lived centuries after Jesus, so I'm going to pick Jesus, and that is correct. Right. Yeah, because Muhammad, if you remember, if you've read your Quran, you would know that Muhammad actually refers back to Jesus.
All right. I haven't read it yet.
So for Muhammad, Jesus is in the past.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting information. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Okay. the first Super Bowl. Okay, this is a bit of an American question, or the first World Series. So Super Bowl is American football. World Series is
Yeah, I know what you mean.
baseball. Which one
Yeah, I
do
know
you
what you
think
mean.
came first?
I'm thinking baseball.
Okay, me too. Okay, we got it correct. Last second
Yes.
too. I had to explain that one. Okay, the first modern World Series was in 1903, and the first Super Bowl was in 1967. Thanks, Cool Math Games. I love some trivia. Okay, quick time. Okay, you people in the audience can play this too. Red velvet cupcakes or chocolate chip cookies? Which ones came first?
Chocolate chip cookies, man. Come on.
Yeah, red velvet is trash. Okay, I hate red velvet. It's nasty. Okay, it's just a ploy to sell red
Listen,
dye.
listen. I'm gonna tell you one thing. If there is something that everybody can agree on in this universe, is the grandmother's chocolate chip cookies.
Mm-hmm. I like
Hands
those
down.
chocolate chip cookies. That old time chocolate chip. Mm-hmm. Great stuff.
Yep, pretty much.
All right. Next one. Okay, the moon landing or the first atomic bomb? Which came first?
The atomic bomb, I'm guessing?
Yeah, because that's World War II,
Yeah.
and the moon landing was some decades after that.
Yeah, I noticed, because,
Yeah.
Hiroshima got...
Yeah,
that bomb.
1969. Yeah. All right. VHS tapes or cassette tapes?
Oh, come on. It's V8... Wait, hold up. Which?
The cassette tapes, for
Cassette
music,
tapes, yeah, cassette tapes.
or
Cassette.
VHS for film. Cassette.
Cassette.
Me too. I'm gonna say that. Okay, we got it correct as well. Hoo boy. Okay, cassette tapes date back to the early '60s. VHS tapes to the early '70s. Okay, so it's a whole decade in between. The Roman Empire or the Egyptian pyramids?
Egyptian pyramids.
Yeah, no question. Everybody knows that. If you don't know that in the audience, shame on you. You should know these things.
I mean, come on. If you know anything about furries, you already know it's the Egyptians did it first.
Yeah, the Egyptians were the first furries. Just look at that in the pyramids. You see them boys with the priests. They're wearing the jackal heads, and they're looking like a baboon. That's what the Egyptians were doing. Meanwhile, 1,000 years later, the Romans, with their little boys with the little wolf pelt or the bear pelts, and they're walking around with their armies carrying little iron hands and stuff, and people say, wow, look at those boys. Them boys look cool, but you know what? The Egyptians did it first.
I mean, they're still going to take this L real quick, so,
Yeah, Romans take an L that time, but next time, better luck next time. Might be good. All right, Spider-Man or Superman? Which one came first?
You got to understand, it's the classic Superman.
Superman? Yeah, Superman is a classic. I'm going to say Superman as well. Okay, we got it. Okay, our current
Superman
streak
first, my nigga.
Yeah.
Have you not seen the first original comic? I mean, of him lifting that car that was like the front page.
Yes.
So,
Superman, 1933. Okay, back in the 30s. Okay, Great Depression, not a great time, but you know what? Superman gave people some hope in those days. Gave people hope in them hood. Okay, Spider-Man, 1962. Yeah.
But here's the thing: Spider-Man gave him hope, and that was the first generation. The next generation is waiting for the one, the only, the partial free Hug Master.
Hugmaster. Who would win, Hugmaster or Rune King 4? Hugmaster, of course. Okay. Correct 8 out of 8 currently. There's 2 questions left. Okay. Mahatma Gandhi or Nelson Mandela?
I have no idea who these people are. Just answer for me.
I'm going to say Gandhi because he was more active in the 40s. Okay, we got it. Okay, so let me just explain this to you. Mahatma Gandhi is an Indian political figure. I don't know if he actually became a politician, but he actually was trained as a lawyer, but he eventually was famous for resisting against the British and wanting Indian independence, but in a way that was without violence. So
okay, so he did it the correct way.
Yeah, although I do say that, in my opinion, some of his tactics are a bit sneaky, but oh well.
True,
that's a bit controversial.
But hey, when everyone's racist against you for no reason and fighting them only makes it worse, you gotta use the sneaky tactics,
Yeah, Nelson Mandela was a black South African politician who was standing against the apartheid, which was the racial segregation that existed in South Africa. And he eventually overcame that and became the leader of South Africa. And while I think that it is a good thing that he overcame the racism, I'm not a socialist, so I don't quite approve of all of his policies. But there you go. Mandela
All right,
was...
last question.
Okay, last question. Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings?
I mean, what do you think?
Oh, well, you don't have an answer. I know this answer. I read Lord of the Rings. I haven't read Harry Potter, but Lord of the Rings is my opinion. What about you?
Yeah, mine's too. That's why I asked, like, what do you think? It was sarcastic, you know?
Oh,
I mean,
okay,
who do you think was
yeah.
first?
Of course, you knew the answer. Yeah, Lord of the Rings, 1954. Harry Potter, 1997. Okay. So let's take a look at the final results. Final results. All right. Oh, page is loading. And what do we got? Oh snap! Here it comes. Did we pass?
What?
Did we pass?
I don't know. You tell me.
Score. Oh! The score. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Score?
Hyping it up like, what was it called? Hyping it up like
right.
it's... I fucked up the reference.
Our score is 30,000. And because we got a 10 out of 10 streak correct, we got every single question correct.
I mean, of course we'll get them correct. We're the squad. We got that.
Yeah, we them squad. Intelligentsia, man. Get that intellect there. I'm an intellectual. I'm not like Isaros Productions, who is not an intellectual. Don't worry about that. That's a meme.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that's probably where we want to end it. How about you?
I mean, it depends. Do you want to go for 15 hours straight?
I actually have a different podcast to record later with someone else today. So
yeah. Hit me up with that name though, just in case, you know. I can always use more friends. Remember
the name. Okay. I'll hit you up with the name. It's Omega Emerson.
Type that in Skype.
Who's also in the Discord group.
Oh. Okay, that's good. I think I've seen him, but like besides you, I don't think anyone else comments anything.
Yeah, no one does, which upsets me because even the owner is not on there. Man, if you know Slumpy...
Actually, it's even worse sometimes because the homie is on there, but he either does not give a fuck or does not respond. It's one of those things where he's just the moderator. Even though he's the creator, he doesn't comment. He just moderates everyone else.
Yeah. But don't bother Emerson. He's very busy and can only record on weekends.
Listen, I have massive respect for the homie for doing his job. You know, I'm not going to diss a nigga just because he doesn't talk to us. I mean, I know a guy got his work, so I'll just give him my respects and help him out. I won't do anything else. You know?
But Cole Duncan, okay, out in the comments section, shame on you, okay? This is a no smut stream, okay? So I only approved your comment so that everyone could see that you're disrespecting us. But
I mean, you gotta understand.
Yeah.
This is the Christian Minecraft server. You can't say anything else.
Yeah. Excuse me, sir. This is a Christian server. Okay.
But listen, there's also something just like gender equality. There's also something called culture equality. Even though it's a Christian Minecraft server, all the homies are allowed.
Yeah. So
I mean, if they're part of the squad, they good. They don't need to be a Christian. They just got the squad approval.
Yeah. So
that's why I'm here, to make the squad approved.
Yeah. So no smut is my motto on YouTube. So anyway, thank you all for watching. And I think we'll be happy to see you again next time. How about you?
Yeah, but hold up a second. You gotta plug the homie up.
Okay.
Pause on that, but like you gotta plug the homie channel. You know what I'm saying?
Well, which homie?
What?
Which homie? You homie?
Yeah, the only one here.
Yeah. All right. Plug it up, man.
All right. So if you like this video, remember to hit that like button, especially if you like the homeboy over here. He making the good memes.
Yeah,
the
them
spiciest of memes.
That boy.
You gotta hit him up with that subscribe because he deserves more than he gets just for his jokes alone. You gotta hit me up with the subscribe if you want to hear more of my ramblings, my roasting techniques, and just overall comment section nonsense. And you gotta join the Discord server with us, chat it up. And also, remember, you gotta give them W's. You know what I'm saying?
I'll drop the link for the Discord.
Gotta drop it up.
Yeah, I'll drop that to them.
What the hell? He comments F. What does that mean?
Rip in peace. That's what it means. It's the end, man. F to pay respects, man.
Oh yeah,
respect
F to pay respects.
Respect.
You gotta respect. You gotta click F, like post F to pay respects, right? And post W to post the spicy memes. Yeah. Also, W stands for the squad. The W for the squad mates.
Yeah, gang sign.
Biker gang respect, okay?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, boy. I like them gang signs, eh?
Except this one are wholesome gang signs. Because
wholesome.
we are the Hunter Squad and the Hug Master Squad,
Yeah.
Gotta share that love and connection with people. Because remember, the only way to change a nigga's life is to smother him so hard he changes it himself.
Yeah. So, So after the stream, I'll be dropping the link for the Discord for everyone. So,
that's all I gotta say for tonight.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys next week.
Yeah. Peace out, homies.
Peace out.